Hello.
Uh,
Hi,
Hello.
Sriram. Can you hear me?
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, Sriram. I'm waiting for another participant. So let her join and then we'll start.
Sir, my name is actually Siddharth, sir. My father's name is Shri.
Okay, got it. Okay, Siddharth. Like, I don't see your name on the participant
Yes, sir,
list.
I changed that. Sorry.
Sure. Okay, no problem. So just wait for another few minutes and we'll start. Yeah, hello, Sriram. Sorry, Siddharth.
Hello, sir.
The other point, the participant is like taking some time and she's not able to join actually. She's having some issues. So like she's fixing her issues and she'll be able to join in another few minutes. Okay, so sorry for the delay. Yes, so we have Kirtana here. Yeah, hi Kirtana, hi Siddharth. How are you doing?
Hi, sir. Good. I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Kirtana. How about you, Siddharth?
Sir, I'm doing good, sir.
Okay. So before we go ahead, correct? So I would like to know something about you. Okay. So what is that you're doing, and maybe like your expectations out of this course and your interest, etc. etc. Okay. Can you just go one by one? So I will start with Kirtana.
Yeah, sir. Could you tell again? I didn't hear you properly.
Okay. So I just want some introduction about yourself. Okay.
Uh,
So maybe I
yeah.
would like to understand what is that you're doing and what is your expectation about this course and what is your interest in AI, etc., etc. Okay, so whatever you want to tell me, like you can go ahead and you can let me know.
Yeah. I'm now studying ninth grade. In our school, basically, they started with something called skill
Okay,
course,
so which
where
school are you studying in?
yeah,
Which school are you studying in?
NPS Banshankari.
Okay, right. Okay, so you are based in Bangalore, correct?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this a period called skill course. There they
Hmm.
teach us about robotics and stuff. I'm not that
Okay,
much interested, but then I want to learn about coding and all that stuff. Yeah,
okay, okay. So robotics is a different area, correct? So it
yeah,
is, yeah, it may be related to AI or it may not be related to AI. Okay, so there is a differentiation, correct? So
yeah,
I don't know, like, what is your interest in robotics? Okay, so if robotics is with reference to AI, then probably it is good. Okay, so you maybe like you should concentrate on that. Okay, fine. So what else?
that's it, sir. Nothing else.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kirtana. Hi, Siddharth.
No,
Hello, sir. My name is Siddharth Sai Sriram. I am studying in 10th grade in a CBSE school in Chennai. Uh,
Okay.
Sir, I like in my ninth grade, like I really had an aversion towards AI because like I don't know how to say this. I found the course very hard, so I just didn't like it. But when I like entered my 10th grade, I realized that AI is a very important subject that has to be learned because like it's clear that AI is the future, and I would like to have it as a very strong arrow in my quiver when I like apply for colleges and uh, yes, sir. And out of this course, I just want to learn about AI. Uh, I just want to have a good foundation on AI.
Okay, great, great, great. Like, do you have this in your curriculum?
We have AI in our curriculum, sir.
Okay,
We
as a
have
separate
AI.
subject, is it?
Yeah, we have it as a separate subject, and we have AI and Python.
Okay, okay. So, like, is it introduced from ninth grade itself, or like it just started on?
Ninth grade it was introduced.
Okay, ninth grade. Okay, so you have like even in 10th standard, you have the continuation of AI, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So that means like you have some foundation or some basic knowledge about
Yeah,
AI, correct?
yes.
Okay, so if that is the case, like, can you just let me know, like, from your understanding or from your point of view, what AI is?
So, like AI, it is how humans program machines like how to reciprocate human actions.
Okay.
Not reciprocate. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word. Like how to mimic human behavior. The is like
Mm-hmm.
uh, like how we enable machines to mimic human behavior is AI.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, sir, I don't know what to say after that.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so do you have any examples to give?
Sir, examples like self-driving cars and
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
for like statistical analysis we use AI for like
Okay,
s- in sports.
okay, okay, okay,
Uh, yeah,
okay. So we use it in our daily life, correct? So maybe
yes,
knowingly or unknowingly, you are using it. Okay, so
yes.
do you have some awareness on that? Like, where do you use it in daily life?
Sir, I personally use it, and we have like AI platforms like ChatGPT, Copilot,
Right,
uh,
right,
like
right,
that.
right.
So I use it on a day-to-day basis
Okay. So apart
for my
apart
school.
from ChatGPT, Copilot, do you have any other example?
So like if you use our OTT platforms, AI is used that for if I watch a
Exactly.
movie I like, the AI will recommend like the AI will be used to recommend like for the like a job like depending on the genre I watch the movie, it will recommend other movies based on the data
Right,
it
right.
has.
Exactly. So YouTube, Netflix,
Yes, yes,
Amazon
exactly.
Prime, all
Yes,
these OTT, they use AI, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay. Great, great. Okay. So now, Kirtana, like, what is your understanding on AI? Do you have any understanding?
Yeah, I do have some base.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, just like what he said, AI is something created to like mimic
Mhm.
human interpretations. So yeah, that's all I know.
Okay. Examples?
Um, Same thing what he said.
Okay. Okay. No worries. Okay. So yes. So good that you have some foundational knowledge on AI. But like this course is much more deeper than the foundational level of like getting to know what is AI. Okay, so here in this course, we will actually build some AI applications. Okay, I'm not saying like we are going to build extensive AI applications like Netflix or YouTube or something. At least at a basic level. Okay, so we will train a machine. So we will understand like how the machine will mimic the human behavior. Okay, so whatever we do, that is what the machines do. Correct. So when you're saying the machine is intelligent or it is artificially intelligent, that means it can perform the task that we perform. Okay, so we will train a machine. So for this, that means like if you have to make a machine intelligent or make a machine mimic human behavior, we will have to train it. Okay, training in the sense make it learn something. Okay, so we will train a machine and see how it performs human tasks. Okay, so that is what is the course all about. Okay, so do you have any specific questions before we jump ahead and dive into this course? Any questions? Okay, you can ask me anything.
No, sir, no question.
No, sir. Not
So that
right. No, not right. Not
okay,
getting guided.
yes, sure. Okay, so I want to make sure that this session is interactive. Okay, I just don't want to like speak myself all by myself. Okay, I want to have some interaction. I'll be asking you a few questions in between. Okay, so that I get some understanding on what is that you are trying to like you're trying to understand. Okay, so make this session interactive and ask me any questions or doubts whatever you have. Okay, so with that said, let us jump into the session. Okay, let me share my screen. Yes, can you see my screen, Kirtana and
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Siddharth?
sir.
Okay, yes. So Kirtana and Siddharth, you had given me some introduction about you, correct? So now, as a trainer or as somebody teaching you, I should also give some introduction about me, correct? So you might be knowing just my name, correct? So I am Durga Prasad, and like I am an AI architect, and I'm also a lead data scientist, and I have deep expertise in applied AI. That means, so wherever there is application of AI, that means wherever AI is required. Okay, so there I have my expertise. Okay, so overall, I have deep expertise in applied AI, machine learning, and data driven product development. Okay, so I run a company called as Zentic AI, and I am the CEO and founder of Zentic AI. So Zentic AI is a AI driven knowledge and skilling initiative. That means here at Zentic AI, we build or we work with different institutions. Okay, institutions in the sense schools, colleges, universities, where we try to bring AI into their curriculum. Okay, so basically we are upskilling people. Okay, so that is one thing we do, and we also build AI products. That means we serve different clients across the world. Okay, so when I say clients, we work with clients in the retail sector, we work with clients in the healthcare sector, automobile, oil and gas, etc., etc. That means we are offering our services to all these clients. Okay, so they bring a problem, right? So we address this problem, we give a solution, we build products. Okay, so that is the other thing that we do. So overall, I am heading the Zentic AI team, and I manage the team here in India, Bangalore. Okay, and I previously worked as lead data scientist at a company called as DeepSphere.ai, where I trained multiple faculties and students on AI across different disciplines. Okay, so when I say different disciplines, see these students or whoever I catered, right? So they are from different engineering disciplines like electronics, computer science, mechanical, all these things. Okay, so I did work with them, I did train those students and the faculties too from these different departments. Okay, so overall, I have 15 years of industry experience in building AI systems across sectors like education, finance, operations, and marketing. Okay, so why I'm telling you all this, right? So you will have to know something about me, the services that we offer, and my teaching background or whatever. Okay, so you should have some grasp on all these things. Okay, so I specialize in an area called as natural language processing. Okay, so now we are talking about Gen AI, LLM. Okay, so if you see all these things, right? So these are all AI models. Okay, so what these models do? Okay, they work with natural language. Okay, the language that we speak in the daily life. Okay, they process all these natural language. Okay, so that is an area called as natural language processing. Okay, so I also specialize in that particular area where we train machines and make them understand the natural language. So when system understands natural language, correct, so they can translate. Okay, let's say like I'm speaking here in front of you now at the bottom. Okay, so if the machines are understanding what I'm speaking, they can also translate this into Tamil or Kannada or whatever it is. Okay, so there are different things the machine can do in terms of natural language processing, etc., etc. Okay, so I also work in the area of predictive modeling. Okay, that means we need prediction ahead of time. Okay, so the machines that I built, they do this stuff. Okay, so they predict something ahead of time. Okay, and I overall build AI strategy. Okay, so for a company, let's say like they want some kind of strategy to be employed. Okay, all using AI, then I build AI strategy for them. Okay, and like I do all these things, but my major interest or my passion lies about democratizing AI education and preparing students and professionals for future ready careers. Okay, that means I go and teach. Okay, apart from products that I build, I go and teach people. Okay, that is why I'm here today. Okay, I'm teaching you, or I'm taking sessions wherein I'm trying to explain or trying to give some knowledge to all you people on AI. Okay, so this is my passion. I'm a trainer and I'm a consultant with expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. And I have conducted many workshops, faculty development programs, and webinars for colleges, universities, and working professionals. Okay, so this is something about me. Okay, so this thing I have told you, my core expertise lies in AI, machine learning, data science, analytics, generative AI, NLP, industry workshops, boot camps, academic collaborations, and faculty development. Okay, so I guest lectured in 15 plus colleges, universities across India. Okay, that means they invited me for guest lectures. Okay, so wherein like I went and I spoke on different topics. Okay, that is related to artificial intelligence, data science. Okay, so I did appear in front of 15 plus colleges, universities across India. I have conducted 25 plus workshops and training programs, again in these universities, colleges, etc. Okay, so overall, I have mentored 500 plus students in AI ML discipline. Okay, I have delivered keynote talks, webinars on AI trends as well. Okay, so if I have to talk about the impact that I created, okay, so I worked with an university called as SRM University in Chennai, where I led a hackathon. Okay, so this hackathon was attended by 100 plus students. Okay, where these students developed kind of projects, or like they had to be, like they were given a particular problem, and they have to solve that particular problem and give a solution. Okay, so that was the intent of the students. Okay, so I did act as a judge. I did judge them on the things that they have built. Okay, so this had to be done within a period of 24 hours. Okay, so I did lead those 100 students, and I did help them give some solutions. Okay, I helped secure, I did help students secure internships in AI driven startups. Okay, and I did deliver FDPs in enabling faculty to adopt AI curriculum. Okay, so it is just not the students who I am catering. I'm also working with the teachers, professors. Okay, making them understand what is AI all about, so that they can go ahead, they can teach their students. Okay, so that is the impact I'm trying to create. Okay, so like I have few certificates to show. Okay, so this was from one of the universities, like for which like I conducted a particular program on advanced deep learning. So this was an institute from Hyderabad. Okay, so I did this. Then this is very specific to the one that I told you, the SRM University in Chennai, where like these students attended the hackathon and they came out as the winners. Okay. Also, I have served the Wales University. Okay, so that is also like based in Chennai. So I did multiple things. Okay, so I'm just sharing you all the things that I have done. Okay, it's just not sharing the stories. Okay, I'm also like telling you about different things that I've done for the industry. Okay, so this is about my introduction. Okay, so you can take a note of these things later. Okay, I will be sharing all these things or notes to you, and maybe like you can have the reference. Okay, so now let's go to the agenda for today. Okay, or things that we are going to discuss in today's session. Okay, okay. So before we start, okay, so before I go and talk about AI and other stuff, okay, I would like to do something very quick. Okay, so I hope like you're able to see all these visuals, correct? So can you name what these are? Okay, so these are basically logos of different companies. Okay, and behind all these companies, you have AI in there. Okay, so from these logos, can you make out what these are? Siddharth and Kirtana?
Sir, the first one is it's simple for ChatGPT. Is it OpenAI Met, Meta? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I'm not sure about the first one.
Okay,
Second,
okay,
two and three are Google and YouTube.
mm-hmm. Okay. So Kirtana, like, do you know what is the first one?
Yeah, I know. It's ChatGPT. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. Yes. So you are all correct. Okay. So first one is ChatGPT, second one is Google, third one is YouTube. Okay. So why did I put all these visuals here? Because all these are AI companies, right? So YouTube is a company from Google. Okay. So majorly YouTube works in the AI area, and Google also builds products in the AI discipline. Okay. ChatGPT, it is entirely like serving or like entirely it is built on AI. Okay. So now I will show you something. Okay. You need to tell me if it is AI or not. Okay. First one, YouTube recommendations. Do you think there is AI behind this YouTube recommendations?
Yeah, it is AI.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. What is your answer, Siddharth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. Second, calculator. What do you think?
Not AI.
No, not AI.
Okay. Google Maps.
Yeah, it is AI.
Okay.
I
So
don't think it
Siddharth.
is AI. I don't think it is AI. So
Okay. Alarm clock.
No, not
no,
AI.
sir.
No. Correct. Okay. So why do you think some are AI and some of them are not AI? Okay. For example, alarm clock is not AI. Okay. This YouTube recommendation is AI. Why do you say YouTube recommendation is AI? And why do you say alarm clock is not AI?
Sir,
Any answer? Yes, go ahead.
can I have a minute to think?
Sure, sure, sure. Yes, meanwhile, Kirtana, do you have any answer?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay.
Sir, AI, sir, no, like not AI is just like follows like the just follows a set of instructions. But the AI application, like we saw YouTube recommendations, like it learns from the data which has been provided to it. We're watching some video, it will recommend based on that. But like we take alarm clock, that's just a set, it's just fixed instructions.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so you are correct, Siddharth. So when you say AI, correct? So AI systems are those systems which are smart, okay, which are intelligent. Now, what does your YouTube do? Okay, so you watch any particular genre of videos in YouTube. Okay, let's say like you watch certain web series. Okay, so web series in the romantic genre. Now, if you keep on watching the same kind of genre movies time and again, YouTube is going to learn about your behavior. Okay, that means it understands, it learns that you like romantic movies. Okay, so when it learns about that, it is going to suggest you few romantic movies which you can watch. Okay, that means they are trying to sell their services or their product. Okay, so you watch movies. Okay, now they want to push few movies to you so that like you watch, and behind there are views and everything. Okay, so ultimately they are going to make some money out of your behavior. Okay, so that is what makes this AI. Now when spoken about this alarm clock, okay, or calculator, see, calculator is just a device, correct? So if you want to perform any calculations, okay, you just do that. Behind what is happening, this calculator is not learning anything from our input. Okay, it's not learning anything. Ultimately what it is doing, it is performing some calculations. Okay, that means when you enter 5, okay, now let's say like you want to add 5 to 6. Okay, so you press 5 plus 6. So what happens behind? It takes 5 as input, it takes 6 as input, and you have pressed 6, sorry, plus symbol. That means you're trying to add 5 with 6. Okay, so it is just trying to like understand your input, and it is trying to process the input. Okay, so 5 plus 6, it understands, and it tries to add these two numbers. Okay, basically it is acting upon some kind of instructions. Okay, there or here in calculator there is no learning done. Okay, so in case of YouTube, the machine tries to understand the user behavior. Okay, here there is no logic. Okay, or here there is no learning as such. Okay, it gets your input, it does some operation. Okay, that is basically written instructions. Okay, behind the scene you write instructions, you take the input. Okay, so let's say like you write a program for this. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6, C is equal to A plus B. Okay, so this you have to write in the backend. Okay, only then it can recognize your input and it can process. Okay, so that is, so this is instruction based. Okay, same way if you see alarm clock. Okay, see, alarm clock also has a circuit. Okay, so which does the time calculation. Okay, so here again there is no learning. Okay, the system does not do any kind of learning, so this is not AI. But I have a mixed response here. Google Maps, Siddharth, you said this is not AI. Kirtana, you
Sir, I
said this is
feel I
AI.
made a mistake there. I am not sure with my answer for Google Maps.
Okay,
So,
so anyways, even if you're unsure, like you let me know, like why do you think this is not AI?
sir, I'm not able to just like think of the use of AI in this. We have to go somewhere, so we type the location we want to go. So and it just gives us the directions. I'm not able to Uh, I'm not. I don't.
Okay,
I don't think that AI has a role here,
yes, okay,
and that's why
okay.
I
AI
said
has,
no.
yes. So you're incorrect, Siddharth. AI has a role here. Okay. So now let's say like you want to travel from Chennai to any other city, let's say like Hyderabad or something. Okay. Now you're unsure about the route that you have to take. Okay. So source is Chennai, destination is Hyderabad. Now, if you have to land in Hyderabad, okay, there are multiple routes that you can take. Okay. So you just cannot say there is one single route that takes me to Hyderabad. Okay. There are multiple routes. Okay, so now this Google map, okay, if it is giving you a particular route, okay, so whatever route it is suggesting to you, okay, that is the shortest route. Okay, so what it learns behind, okay, so it understands the distance between two different places. Okay, it learns about something. Okay, maybe like you give the source, you give the destination. Okay, so it will try to understand what is the distance between Chennai and Hyderabad with reference to three different routes. Okay, so it is learning about these things in the back end. Okay, and then it is trying to suggest you the best route. Okay, so it is just not that like you give the source and destination and it is randomly giving you some path. Okay, so it tries to get you the shortest path. So when it is trying to get you the shortest path, behind there is some kind of learning that is done. Okay, so it compares like it is just not getting you the shortest path but the best path, or like you say like the path in which people usually travel. Okay, so maybe like I am incorrect with respect to saying shortest path, the best path. Okay, so it learns different users behavior. Okay, maybe it is not that you who travel from Chennai to Hyderabad, there are other people as well who try to travel from Chennai to Hyderabad as well. Now the AI system behind, okay, it tries to look up all those passengers who travel from Hyderabad, from Chennai to Hyderabad, and their route. Okay, so major, let's say like one group of people take the first path. Okay, a distance is let's say like 500. Second group of people take path number two. The distance is 550. Third group of people travel in path three. The distance is let's say like 450. Okay, so now randomly AI will not give you the path that is having least distance. Okay, so it is not going to do that. Now AI also understands why people prefer path number one, why people prefer path number two, why people prefer path number three. Okay, and whatever the people majorly use, okay, depending upon several factors. Okay, let's say like there is one route and that route is all highway. Okay, there are no stoppage in between, there are no shops in between, there is no hotel in between, then people may not even prefer that particular route. Okay, or there might be traffic in that particular route but the distance might be shorter, then people will not prefer that particular route. Okay, so they will prefer a particular route where facilities are available. Okay, there are other things that is available. So now the system behind, okay, it learns about all these things. Okay, and it gives you the best suggestion. Okay, hope you had some understanding.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Okay, so another question. If I show 100 pictures of cats to a computer, okay, can it learn to recognize a cat? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, why do you say that?
Because it learns how a cat looks like, so it might might be able to differentiate it from another animal.
Okay,
So it would recognize a pattern between the 100 cats, and uh, when another animal is like shown to the AI, it will be able it will try to match between the original, like the original picture and of the cat, and to a new animal, trying to identify similarities. And if there and yeah, so if it's another animal, there'll not be uh, like will not be similar, so it will will recognize it's not a cat. And if it is like if the other image is a cat, it will there will be a lot of similarity, so it will recognize it as a cat.
okay, yes. So you're correct, Siddharth, but it needs more clarity. Okay, I will let you know like how it tries to learn. Okay, so let's say like you're showing the computer pictures of cat. Okay, and you also have pictures of dog. Now, cat has different facial features. Dog has got different facial features. Okay, that means so when you show an image, so I think you understand how or what do you say like the composition of an image, correct? So image is made up of pixels. Okay, so when you show any image to a particular system which is intelligent, okay, so it will try to read each and every pixel of the image. Okay, so that means, let's say, like, you have the eyes of the cat, you have the what do you say, like, nose of the cat, then mouth of the cat, okay, then ears of the cat. So what system will do, okay, it will try to read each of the pixels. Okay, so it will draw a bounding box around the ears, around the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth. It will try to read all these, or it will try to understand how is the composition of all these parts of the body are. Okay, so it will now understand how an eye of a cat is looking like, how nose of a cat looks like. Okay, so it understands based on the pixel values. Okay, there is some calculations done behind. Okay, so I don't want to go there, but it tries to understand how eyes of a cat look like. Okay, similarly it tries to understand how uh, an eye of a dog looks like. Okay, so there will be a difference, correct? So an eye of a cat is different from an eye of a dog. Okay, so it tries to identify the difference. Okay, it knows the difference when it tries to learn all these things. Okay, based on all these learning, okay, when you show a new image, okay, so now based on whatever it has learned, based on whatever it has understood, now it can make a decision. Okay, so now it knows how an eye of a cat looks like, how an a nose of a cat looks like. Okay, it knows, like, how the other body parts of a cat looks like. So when you give an image, it will make a comparison. Okay, so it will try to match. So if the image is matching against its reference, okay, then it will say it's a cat. If it is not matching, then it will say a dog. Okay, hope you have an understanding right now. Okay, are you clear, or do you
Yes.
have any doubts?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, great. Okay, so here did we program it or did we learn? Okay, so here we did not program it. Okay, we did not give it any instructions. It learned few things. Okay, it learned about the facial features of cat and dogs. Okay, so based on whatever learning it has done, it is going to, like, give you the answers for the uh, pictures that you are showing it to. uh, like, you're trying to get the answers of those pictures. Okay, so then based on whatever it has learned, it can give you the answers. Okay, now let's jump into the main topic of this session. Okay, so what is artificial intelligence? Okay, so if you ask me, okay, there are people in the industry who give you different answers. Okay, they have different definitions of artificial intelligence. But if you would ask me, I would say, at a high level, okay, artificial intelligence is just a transformation. Okay, so when you say transformation, what does it mean? Okay, transformation is basically a change, a fundamental change in the way we do things. Okay, so now, do you have any idea when I say transformation, a change? Do you have any idea, like, what is that I'm talking, or what is that I'm referring to? Siddharth and Kirtana, what is this transformation? When I say transformation, what do I mean?
Like, like a different and an easier way to do things rather than the normal, usual way we do it.
Okay, different way, correct? Okay, not the usual way, correct? Yes. Any example?
Uh, so like if for an activity, if a human takes a week to do it, an AI could do it in a couple of hours. It is
Okay,
like like uh, it will reduce the like the effort.
okay. So you're trying to tell me the benefit of doing things. Okay, the unusual way. Okay, So I do understand like what is that you're talking. Okay. So transformation is basically a change. Okay. So why do we require this change? Okay, we cannot keep doing things the same way, correct?
Yeah.
So I know, or you all know that. Okay, so maybe like uh 50 years back or 100 years back, okay, we were cooking, correct? So now also we are cooking. If you want to eat some food, we have to cook and eat, correct? So how did we cook those days? How did we cook? Did we have gas stoves, electric stoves?
No, no.
We
Okay.
use.
And now we are using electric stoves and gas stoves, correct? So
Yes.
what now that is a basic change, correct? So we were using I don't know like how to name that particular stove that they were using in those period, right? So it was something different. It they didn't use any electric stove or any gas stove. Okay, they did cook in a different way. Okay, so why don't we cook the same way today? Okay, why did we transform? Okay, why did we change to electric stoves or gas stoves? Any idea?
Because we can make cooking easy. And it doesn't take a
Okay,
lot of time to cook the food we want.
okay,
Yeah. Fair answer.
okay. Yes. So in some respect, you are correct. Okay. So when you say we were cooking in those days in a different method, okay, things were not efficient. There was more manual intervention. Okay. So if you cook these days, okay, you don't have to be around the gas stove all the time, right? So when you place a cooker in the gas stove, right? So you don't have to be around the gas stove for 15-20 minutes till the rice is cooked. Okay. So those days when they cooked rice, okay, they had to be with the gas stove for 15-20 minutes or even half an hour until the rice gets cooked. Okay, maybe like there are different things why they had to like uh, they had to be around. Okay, so they had to do different things when they had to be around, right? So they had to put the like what do you say like the wooden thing, right? So they have to they have to keep on checking like how is the intensity of the fire. Okay, so if the fire is too much, then how do they put off the fire and like they bring it to a normal thing. Okay, so there are different things why they had to uh, like stick around, and they had to wait until the rice is cooked. So these days we don't have to do all those things. Okay, so you place the cooker, and after 20 minutes the rice is cooked. Okay, so those times, there was a lot of manual intervention. Okay, so to reduce the manual intervention, we automated few things. Okay, so we bought in technology, or we bought in system where the manual intervention is eliminated. Okay, so that is the major point of this transformation. Okay, yes, time reduction, efficiency, all these things are there. Yes, but the main point is elimination of this manual intervention. Okay, see, another example I can give you: washing clothes. Okay, so those days we didn't have this washing machines. Then what did we do? We washed our clothes all by ourselves, right? So now we have washing machines. You just put all your dirty clothes in the washing machine. The washing machine takes care of all the uh, clothes. Okay, so it will wash it for you. Ultimately, it will be dry. Okay, you take the clothes and you dry it. Okay, so that is the process now. Earlier days, it was not like that. Okay, so if you have clothes, then you have to clean the clothes all by yourself. Okay, so again, it was taking time. It was not efficient. It was consuming a lot of water, etc., etc. Now we cannot be doing the same thing for years and years. Okay, we need a change We need a change because we don't want human intervention. Okay, we don't want this to consume a lot of time. This has to be efficient. So we bought this change, right? So now you have the washing machine. Okay, so washing machine is just an automation. There is no AI here. Okay, so but AI is also a transformation. Okay, so transformation where you have intelligence. Okay, that is AI. Now let's say you have this example of a like, let's talk about some industry examples. Now whatever we spoke about, like all these are generic examples. Okay, now let's speak about some industry examples. Okay, you will see the real application of AI here. Okay, so earlier, some years back, let's say like 20 years back, if you look at the employee attendance system. Okay, so even I don't know, like in your school what attendance system they follow. Okay, so earlier 20 years back, what happened? Companies used logs, companies used registers to record employees attendance. That means as soon as they enter the company premises, there will be a security personnel or an admin personnel sitting at the admin desk. So he will provide this like journal or logbook or whatever notebook or piece of paper, whatever. Okay, so you have to basically enter your name, your in time. Okay, and when you exit the office, you'll have to input your out time, and your total working hour will be calculated by subtracting out time from in time. So that is how they were calculating the total working hours of each and every employee. Okay, now this you see, there is some kind of limitations with this, with respect to all these things. Now like the security personnel or the admin personnel who sits at the desk, okay, does not know who is entering all these details. Okay, maybe you can do some kind of forgery. Okay, maybe like you can even enter somebody else's name. Okay, the security personnel or the admin personnel is not checking all the details that you are entering. So there is, or there were chances of malpractices. Okay, so to avoid all these malpractices and some of the inefficiency in this particular process, okay, they bought in this biometric scanners or fingerprint scanners. That was the second generation of employee attendance system. Okay, so when they had this fingerprint scanners, right? So here those malpractices were eliminated. Okay, people were not able to cheat the companies. Okay, so whoever like puts their finger on the fingerprint scanner, only their account attendance would be recorded in the back end. Okay, so they would come to the company premises, they would input or they would put in their fingerprint, and that particular point in time would be taken as their in time. So when they exit, again they would scan, that would be taken as their out time. So they would calculate the total working hours from out time by subtracting in time from out time. Okay, so they were able to eliminate all those efficiencies that were there in the earlier attendance system. That is logbooks, notebooks, all these things. Okay, now if you look into this fingerprint system, also there is some kind of malpractice that people can do. Okay, so I know like how or you may know like how people would cheat, correct? So they would have some plastic sheet on which they would have their friend's fingerprint or something. Now they just have to place that particular fingerprint on the system, and their friends attendance would be now taken into account. So there are chances of malpractice even in this fingerprint system. Okay, so this had to be like transformed people had to transform from this to a different system, okay, where this particular thing where or this malpractice was eliminated. So they brought in this AI facial feature where you have a device. Okay. So in this device, what they would do, they would record your facial features. Okay. So you go and stand in front of this particular device. It would capture your image or it would capture your photo. It will store in the backend. Now the system knows what are your facial features. Let's say like tomorrow you come and you stand in front of this device. Now it will compare your uh, photograph. It will take a photograph now. Okay. So it will compare that photograph with the already existing photograph in the backend or database. If it finds a match, that means it will compare all your facial features. That means your eyes with what is existing in the backend. Okay. Your nose with what is existing in the backend. Now it finds a match, then it will give you access. Okay. So here chances of malpractice is literally nil. Okay. Only you can, nobody can cheat, right? So only when you go and stand in front of this particular machine, okay, your attendance will be recorded. Nobody else can record your attendance. Okay. So this is how things are transforming. Okay. So if you see, there is AI here. Okay. So this is what the companies are moving towards. Okay. They do not want things to be done in the same manner. Okay. So because there is manual intervention, there is like time consumption, there is inefficiency in whatever we do. Okay. So this transformation will keep on eliminating these things. Okay. Ultimately, you will land or you will have something that is more efficient than the other whatever you followed earlier. Okay. So that is why companies are moving to artificial intelligence, which is basically a transformation. Okay. Now, if you look at another example, the customer service industry. So, in the customer service industry, what happens? The customer service agents take the call. Correct. Example. Let's say like you want to purchase a laptop. Okay. Now, maybe like you go online and you purchase, or like you visit a particular company's like physical store and you get the laptop. Okay, let's say like you're interested in a Dell laptop. Okay, so you go and purchase this particular Dell laptop either online or offline. Okay, so let's say like tomorrow you have some issues. Okay, you have some issues in logging in. So then like what you would do traditionally. Okay, so if you have some issues, then you will call the customer support of Dell and you will you will tell the exact issue to the customer service and they would try to resolve your issue. Okay, so that was happening sometime back. Okay, now what is happening, like you have the agents. Okay, so before the agents, what happened, this customer service were replaced by chatbots. Okay, so chatbot in the sense there will be an interface. Okay, when you log into their website, there will be an interface. Okay, which would pop up. There you would enter your query. Okay, let's say like you're having some issues in logging in. So you go there, you enter that I have issues in my login. Then the system would respond. Okay, follow these steps. Follow these steps. You would follow those steps, and ultimately your problem would be rectified. Okay, so that was after the customer service were reduced. Okay, now it is the work of agents. Now you have agents which can understand different things. Okay, so it understands what you're speaking. Okay, so these chatbots that I'm speaking about, they were instruction based. Okay, that means when they were coded. Okay, so behind, if you see the logic of those chatbots, those were instruction driven. Okay, that means let's say like you have issues in login, so they would have a standard solution. Okay, they would offer that particular solution. If there is something out of the box, okay, it would not understand, then it would say please contact somebody else. or customer representative agent or something. Okay, so it would act that way. Now these agents which are in place in this particular era, okay, they don't do things that way. Okay, they understand your language. So whatever you text, whatever you speak, they try to understand. Based on your understanding, they give you a what do you say, like they give you a solution, okay, as a human does. Okay, so this is again a transformation, and you have AI in there. So overall, if you see, AI is transforming all the processes. It enhances efficiency, accuracy, and user experience. Okay, so if you have to define artificial intelligence at a high level, you just tell artificial intelligence is nothing but a transformation or a change or a fundamental change in a way we do things. Okay, so is this clear, or do you have any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so this is at a high level. Now, if you have to define artificial intelligence in a technical way, okay, artificial intelligence is creating intelligence artificially. Okay, so I told you at a high level, artificial intelligence is nothing but it's a transformation or a change in a way we do things. Okay, if you want to speak technically, okay, then you would say artificial intelligence is creating intelligence artificially. Okay, so this word artificial intelligence can be broken down into two words, artificial and intelligence. Okay, so what is artificial? Okay, artificial is something that is man made. Okay, intelligence is something which is gained through learning. Okay, for example, you can speak, you can sing, you can dance. Okay, now how did you learn to or like how did you, or how do you speak, how do you dance, how do you like do other things? Okay, so everything is based on learning. Okay, so when, whether it is human or a machine learn something, they can do any particular task that they have to do. Okay, so they become intelligent. Okay, so machines also become intelligent through learning. Okay, so this learning, whatever the machine does or whatever the human does, okay, so it is done in two different ways. Okay, one through formal training, the other the other through informal training. Okay, so now what do you understand by formal training? Okay, so formal training in the sense, there is somebody who make you learn. Okay, so let's say you are in school right now. Okay, and in the school there are teachers teaching in a classroom. Let's say like they have to teach about a particular topic. Then what they would do, okay, they would literally go and write down the things in the what do you say, like board, and they would try to explain about that particular content or topic. Now as students, you listen to whatever the teacher says, you copy down everything that they write on the blackboard. So this is kind of learning. Okay, this is called as a classroom training, where the teacher is teaching and the students are learning. Okay, now let's say like you are interested in dance. Okay, so if you have to dance, then what do you do? Either you like watch any video, or you go to a dance studio. So in the dance studio there is a dance master, okay, who will teach you how to dance. Okay, you learn from the dance master. There also there is somebody who's trying to teach you something. Okay, in the classroom you have the teacher, in the dance studio you have the dance master. Now let's say like you are interested in cooking something. Okay, so at home your mom is there. If you want to cook something, she will help you out. She will say like how to cook a biryani. Okay, these are the ingredients, you cut the ingredients. Okay, then you boil rice, something like that. Okay, there are specific instructions given by your mom. Now you learn how to cook through your mom, you learn how to dance through your dance master. Now you learn about particular content from your teacher. Okay, so this is a formal way of learning. Okay, and whatever is done here, it's formally training the people. Okay, so you learn through formal training. Okay, and you also learn through informal training. So what is informal training there? Informal training. Okay, so in informal training you don't have anybody teaching you. Okay, so what you do is you either learn by observation. Okay, so let's say like you walk on the road. Okay, now you have to cross a signal. So if you have to cross a signal, you look onto your left and right. Correct. So when there are no vehicles approaching you, only then you will cross. Okay, so that means you are trying to learn on your own. You are trying to learn based on observations. Okay, so if there are no vehicles, only then you will cross. Okay, so there is nobody helping you out here. Okay, nobody is saying cross the road now. You are trying to learn things by yourself. So if you are trying to learn things by yourself, you are becoming intelligent. Okay, the same way machines also become intelligent by observation. Okay, let's say you want to learn about cooking or dancing. There is nobody to help you. Okay, then what do? You have the YouTube available, right? So you go to YouTube, and if you want to learn how to cook a biryani or any other dish, there are videos helping you out. Okay, you see these videos and you follow the steps. Okay, then you cook something. So this is one way of learning. So here what you do is there is a trial and error. You keep on trying until you get the result. Okay, so this is informal training. So machines learn through formal or informal training. So once they learn or once they learn through informal or formal training, they become intelligent. That means they can dance, they can cook, they can do any other task that they have to do. Okay, so here what basically you are doing is you are training the machine, or you are making the machine learn on data, on examples, on experiences. So once the system learns from data, it can do predictions, it can do classification, or it can do content generation. Okay, so what is prediction? Let's say like you are spending so much of amount this month. Okay, so your father or your mother has given you so much of pocket money. Okay, now let's say like next month the situation is tight. Okay, so your father is saying like I have some kind of restriction next month, and I will not be able to give you so much of pocket money. Okay, now you have some plans, okay, for next month. Now you can like try to use a machine here. Okay, and ask the machine how much my father will be able to give me next month based on different things. Okay, so now you try to explain my father has this commitment, that commitment, etc., etc. Okay, based on all these commitments, how much your father will be able to give you. Okay, that prediction can be done ahead of time. Okay, so that is what prediction means. Classification, as we already spoke about cats or dogs. If you show any particular image, okay, so machine will try to understand what is that particular image. Okay, it will say this particular image is of a cat, or this particular image is of a dog. It can do the classification of the animals. Third, content creation. Okay, now let's say like we talk about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is basically an LLM. Okay, so here we try to do some content creation. Okay, so let's say like you are interested in creating one particular image. Okay, you have your photograph. Now you want to modify your photograph. Maybe like you want to put coolers to your face, and you want to make some changes to your face. Okay, overall you're trying to modify the photograph. Okay, so if that is the case, you will take the help of LLMs, Chat GPT. Okay, they will create the content. That means they are creating a new image based on your image. Okay, so if you want a video to be created, if you want to animate that particular image, okay, so it can animate the image. This is all done by the machine. And how does it do all these things? It learns from your input, it learns from your data. Okay, So that is what is your artificial intelligence is at a technical level. Is this clear, Siddharth and what- Kirtana?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now can you define what is artificial intelligence at a high level and what is artificial intelligence at a technical level?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you go ahead?
Yeah, so like AI is basically like a transformation, like a change, like
Okay.
that helps us like do our day to day basis easier with more
Okay.
efficiency.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So what is artificial intelligence at a technical level?
Until
Sorry.
I don't know how to get it.
Okay. Siddharth.
Sir, one few seconds. Sir.
Okay.
I am not also exactly able to like
Okay.
face it.
Yes. So I told you artificial intelligence is nothing but creating intelligence artificially. Okay. So if you want to define artificial intelligence at a high level, this is how you define. Okay. So creating intelligence artificially. Okay. So humans, we have intelligence naturally. Okay. And how did we gain this intelligence? We gained it through learning. Now, if we have to do some task, correct? We will be only able to do that particular task based on whatever learning we have done. Okay. So let's say like you have to drive a car. Okay. How do you drive a car? Okay. Can you drive now? If you like what do you say, like if you have not gone to any driving classes, can you ride a car right now? You cannot
No.
ride a car, correct? So you will
Yeah.
have to go to a driving class. Okay. There you have a instructor who will instruct you on certain things. Okay. This is how you handle the what do you say, steering. This is how you handle the brakes, clutch, accelerator, etc., etc. There is some instruction given. So this is a formal training, right? There is somebody who is formally training you, and you learn. Once you learn, you can drive a car. So once you drive a car, you say that you are intelligent. Okay. So this is like this can also be a thought to machines. Okay. It's not that we alone can drive a car. The machines also can drive a car. How do machines drive a car? So whatever you learned, the same thing you teach to the machine. Okay, so if you teach the same thing to the machine also learns and it can drive a car. Okay, so that is what is your self-driving car. So how did or how do self-driving cars learn to drive a car? They learn from examples. That means they will be shown some videos. They will be shown some examples. Okay, or images. Okay, so from those images, they will learn how to drive a car. That means, let's say, like there is a car in front of your self-driving car. Okay, so if it is 5 meters like close to the self-driving car, it may or it may not honk. Okay, so if it is what I'm trying to say, if the car is very closer, okay, then it will try to honk. If there is some like noticeable distance between the self-driving car and the car ahead of that particular car, okay, so then it is not going to honk. Okay, now how do it learn all these things? Okay, you will show an example, you will show a video, okay, to this particular self-driving car. Okay, so it observes all these things, okay, from the video that you show. So it makes out that if the distance between the two cars is, let's say, like more than 5 meters, then it has to honk. Okay, or it does not have to honk. If the distance between the two cars is less than 5 meters, then it has to honk. Okay, it learns all these things. Now, these systems, the machine is not naturally intelligent. There is some kind of training going on, and who is doing the all? Who is doing all these training? We humans are doing this. Okay, so there is external input from the humans. So it is not natural. It is artificial. Okay, it is artificially made intelligent. So once it is made intelligent, it can do the required task. Okay, so the task of a self-driving car is to drive by itself. Okay, there is no human intervention, there is no manual intervention. Okay, so that is what it is. Now are you clear?
Sir, like for the question, I completely understood what you said, but could you like give a definition for the for an answer for the question you asked?
Yes, so that is what I told you, right? So artificial intelligence at a technical level is creating intelligence artificially. Okay, that's it. Are you good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is at a technical level. If you have to define artificial intelligence at a high level, okay, so not at a technical level, in layman's term. Okay, so if you have to define artificial intelligence, then you would say artificial intelligence is just a transformation, a fundamental change in a way we do things. Okay, that is what it is. Okay, so now jump on. Let's jump on to the next topic called as machine learning. Okay, so can we stop here because like today is the first class, correct? So I don't want to put too much pressure. You can ask me any questions if you have, or if you don't
Sir,
have any question, yes,
I have a question, sir. Like,
yes.
what is behind all of this AI, sir? Like, uh, how is AI able to recognize like for a movie recommendation? How is it able to recognize that? Like on the
Okay,
genre, how is it able to?
okay. So if you would ask me with reference to YouTube recommendation or Netflix recommendation, okay, it is something different. Okay, so in YouTube, what happens? We watch different videos, correct?
Yes.
So what it will do? First, it will understand what is the genre of video that we are watching. Let's say like we are interested in thriller movies. Okay, so if you keep on watching thriller movies, okay, so randomly, let's say like today, if you watch thriller movies, and tomorrow you watch romantic movie, and day after something else, then it may not have any idea. Okay, it does not know your behavior. But let's say like time and again, that means every 2 days or every 3 days, okay, you go and watch thriller movies. Okay, then it understands that you are basically interested in thriller movies. Okay, so what it will do? Okay, people like you, let's say like you watched movie number one, movie number two, movie number three. The same movie uh, other people have also watched. Okay, there are group of people who have watched the same movies. Okay, so now after they watch these three movies, they have watched few other movies as well. Now you have not watched those other movies that they watched. So what machine will do or what AI will do? Okay, it will compare you with the other users who are similar to you. Okay, that means you saw movie number one, two, three. They also saw movie number one, two, three, but they also saw movie number four and five. Now it can recommend movie four and five to you because you both are in the similar group. Your interest and those people interest are the same, correct? So if the interest is same, then it can recommend the same movies to you, and you might see those movies also. Okay, so that is what the machine thinks, the machine understands. Okay, so this is what usually happens behind YouTube or Netflix or whatever it is. Okay, the OTT platforms.
Okay, so
Okay, am I clear, or like do you
yes,
know,
sir.
do you want more
Sir,
understanding?
like I used like YouTube recommendations as an example, sir. If we like for another example, if we take ChatGPT or Copilot, if we can it's not like the normal like Chrome, right? If you want to like ask a question, like Chrome will answer. So will ChatGPT, but we can have like a conversations. We can ask questions. How
Okay.
is it able to answer and
Yes.
like how is it
Okay.
able? Yes,
So
that is
yes. So when you talk about platforms like ChatGPT or Copilot, okay. So basically, what is behind all these platforms or like applications? Like there is something called LLM. Okay, large language models. Okay, so large language models mean, okay, these are extensive models. Okay, now we talked about training, learning, all these things. Okay, so when you ask any question to this particular application, it is able to answer, correct? So like you, there are millions and millions of users of ChatGPT around the world. Okay, when they ask questions, the machine has to answer. Now if that is the case, okay, so you will have to train the machine on lot of data, right? It's not just like one Excel file of data. You make it learn, or like you just make it learn the images of cats and dogs. It understands and it gives you the responses. Okay, so what you'll have to make the machine understand is what the users generally ask. Okay, for let's say like we stick on to one particular example. Okay, so you ask one question. Okay, user number two asks a question. Now you need an answer. The user number two also needs an answer. So if it has to serve you both, then it should have learned about those questions that you are asking and your friend is asking, or user number two is also asking. So likewise, so this LLMs would be trained on millions and millions of parameters of data. Okay. So what they will do, they will take information from websites, they will take information from a lot of documents, videos. Okay. So overall, they would have collected data from different sources and made the machine learn. Okay, so once the machine has learned about a particular thing, like they can come and answer at you. Okay, so let's say like you're talking about cars. Okay, now this particular LLM is trained on details about cars. Okay, so it's just not like if you try to create an image of a car, it can generate generate an image of a car. Beyond that, okay, so if you ask details about a particular car, it is going to give you the details about that car. Okay, so where the car is manufactured. Okay, where it is extensively used, where is it like cheap, where is it costly. Okay, so there are different things that the machine can answer. And how did the machine answer? Because it learned everything about that particular car. Okay, it is just not that particular car alone, it is learning about the other car also. Okay, whatever car is existing in the world, about everything it is learning. Okay, so when it needs to learn about everything, it has to collect information from each of the manufacturers of this car. Okay, so when it has learned everything from all these manufacturers, now it can answer anybody's query. Okay, now let's say like you are focused on BMW, somebody else is focused on Volkswagen. Okay, so it can answer your query as well, it can answer the other user's query as well. Okay, so did I make sense?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Kirtana, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so if no questions, we will stop uh, for today. And mostly like the next class will be on this Saturday. Okay, so are you available on Saturday the same time, 11 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then we will meet on this Saturday, 11 o'clock. Okay, so weekly we will have three classes, and the duration of the class will be around 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, the
Okay, so
third class, is it like on Tuesday or is it just for today or what? The third class, which weekday will it?
yes, so see, I can tell you about two classes. Okay, that means the second class and the third class. That
Uh,
will be on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, the first class I'm not sure. Okay, like today we are having. So today is what, Monday or Tuesday? Today is
Yes.
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
correct? Okay, so today is Tuesday, correct? Okay, see the other class, I'm not sure on what day I'm going to take. Okay,
Okay.
so if we want to stick on to Tuesday, we will stick on to Tuesday. Okay, that is based on your comfort and your availability. Okay, so can we stick on to Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Saturday and
Yes, sir.
Sunday is confirmed. Okay, so Saturday and Sunday we don't have, we should not miss. Okay, the other day except Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so it is your choice. Okay, so can we stick on to Tuesday, or can we stick on to any other day in the week? Okay, that is based on your comfortability and your availability. Okay, you just let me know.
We
Okay.
can do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday
Tuesday.
itself is good, sir.
Okay, so yes, if that is the case, then we will stick on to Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, you can drop the call, and I will make sure that I will send you the note at the end of the maybe like course or something. So I will do one thing. Okay. So I will prepare a kind of documentation. Okay, wherein I will have all the content. That means, see here, all these are in form of slides. Okay, so maybe like I will create a book, or what do you say, like ebook or something, where we have like in detail about all these things. Okay, so that will be done at the end of the course. Okay, so right now what I will do, I will share you the recordings, and I will share you the slides. Okay, so maybe like you can refer these things, and if you have any doubts, you reach me. Okay, I will get back to your queries.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth, and thank you,
Thank you,
Kirtana.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your time. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
bye.
Bye,
Bye.
sir.